And hello again, YouTube. It's still July 1st, 2022. It's Friday, 10:16 a.m. Old Dave Matthews on the radio. Still got it on the EVET radio station. All right, we got a Killing Machine style SUV. I think I can get around this thing. Yeah, part of me is like, yeah, I guess that truck's needed because they're pulling a trailer, but that little U-Haul trailer I could probably pull with my Saturn. I just hate oversized vehicles like that. Anyway, looks like Priscilla's actually having a day of work in the office. I sure hope that becomes a regular thing. It was really peaceful being able to chill at home for, like a, I don't know, hour-ish. Didn't find my iPhone. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really look that hard for it, but mostly went through the ridiculous overflowing pile of old mail and nothing of any real significance. I found a recent-ish Discover card statement, and those make me feel good because my balance is getting smaller slowly, and my FICO is going up. It shows me that, so that's a positive thing. And while I'm not happy at the amount of interest that I paid on it on the month of that statement, it wasn't an amount that made me flinch. So that's getting better. Overall, a positive thing, and yeah, I've really got nothing but good shit to say about my Discover card. And if you don't have a Discover card, hit me up in the comments section. I'll give you a referral code. I think if you get a referral from me, you get I know you get some kind of bonus. I'm not sure if it's like an extra rewards points for signing up with that, or if it's like an extra bit of like credit on your first bill, which is basically free money. I forget what the deal is, and to be fair, it changes on a regular basis. But I know you get something if you go in and apply for a Discover card with a referral from me, as opposed to just going to discover.com and signing up. And I get a little kickback, which I could really use. So yeah, go Discover. I do occasionally find places that don't take it, and it always kind of throws me for a loop. Not the only places I go to on a regular basis that I can think of off the top of my head that don't take my Discover is Monkey Pants Bar in Tempe. It's on Mill and Southern, where my friend Terry hosts karaoke. I know they don't take it. And the other day, the day I got my car back, just a few days ago, I got my, actually it was last Sunday, when I got my car back from getting the air conditioning repair, yeah, I got the car back from getting my air conditioner repaired, and I started my video in Tempe. I had just left Rally's. Went and got a couple burgers at Rally's. There's a Rally's on, it's on the north side of University Drive, just west of Priest Drive. And I forget exactly what it was. It's like two burgers for $4. They're decent burgers. Certainly better than Burger King, and leagues better than McDonald's. And it's a good value. Anyway, they don't take Discover, so it's like, oh, which is fine. I have several cards, but definitely Discover is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. Oh, nice. Now the station plays such good music. Mad Season. Where else are you gonna hear Mad Season on the radio? Half tempted to just shut up and let this song play and get another content match. I didn't check the traffic, but I don't expect there to be too much traffic at this time of day. head to the Bullocks. I mean, I wasn't really trying to get there right at 10, but I'm going to actually get there before 11, so I expect to have a really productive day working on music today. Brought something random and fun. So the daytime bartender who's always there Friday, Heather, love her to death. She's like one of my favorite people in the world. And we chat about music all the time as I play completely random shit on the jukebox. She's been to my karaoke show, like the beginning of it, a few times, but I mean, generally she's the day shift bartender, and she's got kids at home, little kids, so yeah, she can't stay out and do the karaoke thing as much as she'd like to. Plus, you know, she opens the bar, so she's probably getting there at 9 a.m. So, you know, how late do I expect her to stay, right? But anyway, usually I see her on Friday during the day. I did see her yesterday during the day, but usually I see her on Friday during the day, and we chat about music. And one of the things that one of the artists that she told me that she really loves, and whenever I'm dropping stuff and she's there, I'm dropping stuff on the jukebox, I always try to play something from Christopher Cross, because I'm not a huge Christopher Cross fan, but I really, really like Christopher Cross. One of my favorite artists as a little kid, and absolutely love his debut album. And oh yeah, that's it on an 8-track right there. That is an 8-track that I fully restored probably about 2 years ago. So it plays like a new tape. Sounds really good. And about the only evidence you have that I restored it to look at it is if you look at that, look at the bottom of the tape there, you can see that there's a little puncture wound in the label. And yeah, you have to puncture through the label right there to open up one of these old school Warner Brothers cartridges. It's just part of what it is. It's like, yeah, it damages the label, but I'd much rather have a good sounding functional tape than a pretty label. Pretty sure this album came out in 1980. I'm driving, so I can't really look over the label, but pretty sure it came out in 1980, which is sort of late for 8-tracks, but yeah, 8-tracks were still being, you know, pretty much mass-produced in 1980, even though we were fading format. And what's particularly of note of Christopher Cross's debut album is that a lot of the production and pretty much all the backing vocals on this album is Michael McDonald, the legendary Michael McDonald. So yeah, just Christopher Cross and Michael McDonald's voice harmonizing with Christopher Cross taking the lead, that always puts me in a good place. Anyway, I've told her about that yeah, I own, you know, I got that album, that the copy I had was on a fully restored 8-track tape, and I used to play it quite a bit. I haven't had my 8-track player. You know, to be honest, I think it's been hooked up. I just forgot what input it was on, and it's been kind of hard to get my receiver. Lately, I've been listening to my turntable since I cleared that out. But I figured, what the hell? I brought my little mid-'80s realistic 8-track player. It's definitely the smallest, most portable one I have. It's super simple. It just has, you know, not LEDs, actual light bulbs. Four light bulbs, shows you which program is playing, and a button to change programs, and that is it. It doesn't, when I bought it, it was in pristine condition except for the switch inside of it that will turn it on when you push a cartridge in. It's like a physical contact switch. It's physically broken. I do have the remnants of it attached to the back of the player with some packing tape, just in case I ever manage to find a replacement for it, but I haven't really looked to find a replacement for it, and I'm really fine with the deck without it. I've just did a hardwire bypass on it, just basically connected the two wires that ran to the switch to each other and crimped that, and which makes the player on at all times. In my system at home, I've got it through a switched power bus. So before I turn it, you know, before I put a tape in, I just hit the button on that power bar and turn it on. And you know, when I'm done playing it, I turn it off. So it works that way. the sound quality is great, and it's not like it's a great quality deck. It's just, it's in really good shape, and I get the feeling it had very, very minimal use before I found it. So, you know, when you're talking about a tape deck, a lot of the sound quality has to do with just how little use the heads have had, and I get a feeling that head has had very little use. And of course, I meticulously cleaned it. It was pretty clean when I got it, but you know, since I've been using it, I've meticulously cleaned the insides, and of course have the azimuth of the tape head aligned perfectly. Yeah, I think just for shits and grins, I'm gonna see if Heather's cool with me playing that in the morning while the bar is dead. Lately, I seem to be the only one who plays the jukebox that early in the morning, so yeah, as long as Jim's not there, I don't see there being any real objection to it. I'm sure she's down to listen to at least a few songs from Christopher Cross off an 8-track tape. And I figure I'll just patch it through my it's got RCA outputs. So just patch it into you know, it's screwed to me. I don't know that I have an RCA cable. I got some spares at the bar. Yeah, there's a tape input that's actually RCA cables on there. But yeah, I think I'm still all hooked up to the PA. So hopefully I get to play that over there. That'll be a fun diversion. Still no, I haven't got an email or anything indicating a payment for Priscilla for rent or utilities, and I've been asking for her share of the electric now for 2 weeks. Since she's been paying me through eBay, or not through eBay, I'm sorry, through PayPal, which I think is owned by eBay, I'm gonna see if I can invoice her. Invoice her through PayPal. I think I can. I know I've sold things to people before on Reddit, you know, as opposed to selling through an actual website like eBay, and where I've just made a deal with somebody on Reddit for something, and I've invoiced them before on. I don't remember exactly how I did it. I also had a friend that helped me out with some money, and that's how he gave me my email. He goes, well, just send me an invoice. That'll be the easiest way for me to do it. I'm like, okay, not really sure how to do it, but I think I can figure it out. So I know I've done that before. I think that'll be a fun way to get my point across of, hey, need your rent money, need to share the electric bill, need the money for the internet, need to share the gas bill. She seemed kind of surprised when I mentioned there was a gas bill. She's like, well, I'm not using anything for gas. The heater hasn't been on. I'm like, you realize that in order to maintain gas service, you have to have, you have to pay. There's a minimum amount just to maintain service. I mean, I'm pretty sure all my stuff is pilotless, where the pilot just self-ignites. But still, like, even not using any gas, there's a minimum charge for the service. And God damn it, I expect her to pay at least half of that. So, gosh, what else did I do in my little break at home? Yeah, I just opened some envelopes. I found an unopened letter from DES dated February 2nd. It was asking for information to continue my food stamps. So, has it been that long since I've lost my food stamps? I really don't remember. And to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I still really don't do grocery shopping. It was kind of convenient sometimes, stopping at convenience stores and not having to, pay cash. Being able to put it on that. And I probably still have about a $180 balance on the damn thing. But yeah, when I told the benefits specialist at the mental health clinic how much I made at Amazon, he's like, yeah, you don't qualify for that. I'm like, all right. But he also said that they reduced the benefits. Like when I was getting it seems like I was getting quite a bit, like maybe about, I forget how many hundred, it was several $100s a month I was getting. And he said that was like a temporary COVID thing and that expires, that now even if I did qualify for it, it'd only be about $50. So, not a big deal. All right, we got a damn panhandler walking in the area where nobody is where there's no pedestrians supposed to be. Too ugly to prostitute, too honest to steal. I guarantee he's not too ugly of a prostitute. There is there is somebody that would pay that man to suck his. Richard, how's he been doing? Anyway, moving right along, almost to the bar. Looking forward to it being really productive working on music today. Not sure what music I'm going to work on adding. I bought another 10 songs from Karaoke Version last night. Karaoke Version has been on a roll of putting out really cool stuff that I've been wanting, and it's been all over the board. Like, I've still got stuff in my new additions list on my Songbook DB page of Tool. Like, I added 3 Tool songs a little less than a month ago. I added Die Ervan Satan, which I don't know who will ever do that. That's a completely random thing, but that came from Funbox Karaoke, which I haven't added any of the Funbox stuff in a while, so that was kind of neat. And then the 2 I added from Karaoke Version is Hooker with a Penis. I don't know who will ever sing that song. That's a good one. And that song is the reason that "fuck you, buddy" is a catchphrase amongst Tool fans. And people think it's so insulting, but it's like, no, you know, just. And so you seem bothered by that, you know. Let me guess. Somewhere you have a dope Beastie Tee, some Vans, and 501s, right? Anyway, if that reference was lost on you, you are not a Tool fan. But anyway, excited to have that for karaoke. And then the other one I got, and that was the biggest deal for me, and I've sang it a couple times, not at Bullock's, of course, because it'd be lost on the crowd at Bullock's, but not that it wasn't lost on the crowd at Oz, but yeah, at least that's not my show, so not my problem. But yeah, they added H from Einema, great version of it. So the one that they just added, and this is one I've been wanting for a really long time as well. I just got a track for them for Eulogy, which is another one of those Tool songs that I just absolutely love that I've just never been able to get for karaoke. Probably not going to add that today, just because as a general rule, if I've already got something on my 30-day ad list, I don't add it, but it's probably going to be top of my list for next week. Other stuff I can think of off the top of my head that I recently got. Tupac. Oh my gosh. I forget the name of the song, and I'm so losing my black card for that, but it's the one that has the hook from Ooh Child on it, by the 5 Stair Steps. And I believe that hook is actually, rather than being sampled, I believe it's sang by one of the singers from Blackstreet. Now, I'm kind of surprised. I previewed the track, and I'm forgetting Keep Your Head Up. That's it. Yeah, you got to keep your head up. Keep your head up. That one, it's on the screen as a duet. So, yeah, that's one of those where I'm going to probably want to get a custom audio track so I can have a version where you can just be the rapper and have the chorus in the track, and then also have an option of doing it as a duet. Now, I did it week before last towards the end of the show, and I sang the same parts and rap Pac's part and had a good time with it, and a crowd of mostly middle-aged black folk looked at me like, oh my God, Dan is doing Tupac. And people were bobbing their heads and digging it, so it was all good. I could go on other stuff I got, but you know what? I'd rather go in there and work on it. One that is sticking in my head, though, is Tenacious D, Kielbasa. That's a winner. Anyway, going in to work on that, and with any luck, listen to Christopher Cross on A-Track. That will be fun. Anyway, thanks for coming with on the drive, and there will be more videos. I'm oversharing this weekend. I'd much rather spend my time talking to y'all on YouTube than going out to eat, going out for dinner with Priscilla. She actually asked me if I want to go to dinner with her at Radicchio Grill, and I love Radicchio Grill, but the thought of sitting in a restaurant with her for hours is just, with all the contention I have for her right now, yeah, it's just not my idea of a good time. I'd rather eat at Wendy's by myself. Anyway, as I said, thanks for watching, and there will be more.